As always, please retry the question before watching the video. There are two things you need to know to be able to answer this question. If you don't know the answers, please add them to your cheat sheet, master them, and go back 5 before continuing in the video. What are examples of conjunctive adverbs? However, furthermore, therefore, indeed, instead, likewise, though. There are tons of them. You just want to know the gist to be able to recognize them. And for this question, know that however is a conjunctive adverb. How do we punctuate conjunctive adverbs? Punctuation before and after. There are exceptions to this rule, but this is the rule. And so it'll make this question a little easier knowing the rule. With that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at 17. So we have a conjunctive adverb, however. We know punctuation needs to be before and after it. So we can eliminate B and D just based on the conjunctive adverb not having punctuation before and after it. That leaves us with A and C. And the only real difference between A and C is whether or not we need the comma after residence or after islands, okay? So we're going to read either of these and see if they go together. If they go together, that means we should not have a comma between them, okay? So one of 2 year-round residents of the island. So if of the islands is modifying one of 2 year-round residents, which it is, there should not be a comma between them. So we can eliminate answer A, just leaving us with answer C, but let's confirm answer C to make sure that it makes sense. However, Lancelot Jones, one of the 2 year residents of the island. So one of the 2 year residents of the island is just a parenthetical, okay? Some of you might accidentally confuse Lancelot Jones as the parenthetical, but Lancelot Jones is a noun and therefore probably the subject, and therefore you cannot eliminate it. So it's the start of the clause. Then we just have this interruption, this parenthetical that's telling us more information about Lancelot Jones. And then the verb is wanted. Lancelot Jones wanted to preserve the bay, which is perfect. And that is going to confirm our answer C. If this made sense to you, please add it to your worksheet. Write what you learned along with the answer on the explanation side, and then continue on to do the remaining clause 1 questions that you miss on this test. If this is the final clause 1 question that you miss on this test, please go ahead and do the clause 1 mastery until you get 10 questions correct in a row before moving on to the next category.